my Mercurial mercenaries. I was going to talk about today's song anyway, but I just happened to watch a Rick Beato video where he touched upon elements that I was going to talk about. This song we're going to do today, what I'm going to listen to today, that I'm going to react to today, is By the Streets, and it's called Turn the Page. It's the opening track from Mike Skinner, The Streets, from his debut album, Original Pirate Material. That is an album that I adored. Around, what year was it? About 2002? The early noughties? Now, this album was recorded using a laptop in Mike Skinner's bedroom, where he used his cupboard and I think mattresses and towels and stuff to sort of dampen his bedroom to record the vocals. And so this is proper DIY stuff. And that's something that lots of people have been speaking about regarding modern music. Now, Rick Beato was talking about how modern music, using laptops, using quantization, using auto-tune, is making modern music perfect, and therefore everyone should be harking back to the days of old where everything was imperfect, because imperfect is better than perfect. And I just wanted to remind people, and especially some of the comments on that particular video, where people are just saying, yeah, modern music's rubbish. The music of the past, where people weren't getting everything completely exact, that was much better. And there's this perception that someone with a laptop in their bedroom can only make perfect music. Well, the opening track from this Streets album, in fact the whole of Original Pirate Material, it's not perfect. It's full of imperfections. You can have imperfections on a laptop. You can have imperfections in modern music. Now, my question to you guys, before I even do the reaction part, the whole point of this video was, I want to know what you think is the most epic song. That's the question to you. What is the most epic song? I want you to list below examples so that we can listen to them, whether it be Stairway to Heaven or Kashmir, or I'm trying to think of epic songs. Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden, something you consider epic. When I was trying to come up with an epic song, I thought about the opening track from the Streets debut album, Original Pirate Material. I went round with this album in the car for weeks, I think months at a time. I think I put it in the car in 2002, and I think it stayed there for 6 months. And I heard this song round and round and round, Turn the Page. This song, this is a bloke who's, I believe, just watched Gladiator. So he's kind of got all that kind of Russell Crowe machismo in his blood. And he's opened his laptop up, and he's opened his cupboard with the towels hanging it in the mattress. And he's created this 3 minutes of music. And to me, every time I had it on in the car and I turned the volume up, this is just bloody epic. So yeah, you guys haven't asked me to listen to this, so you can turn off now. Although, hang around for the end, because we got the... But that's the question to you. Put down below what you think is an epic song. Right, let's listen to The Streets, Turn the Page. It's epic. In a bedroom, this unknown bloke, DIY style, coming up with beats. Yeah, samples upon samples, drum machines.
That's it, turn the page on the day, walk away. Cause there's sense in what I say. I'm 45th generation Roman.
I love that line.
But I don't know them or care when I'm spitting. So
I'm 45th generation Roman.
Listen, it's fitting. And I'm miles ahead and they chase me. Show your face on TV, then
just
we'll
listen
see.
To these words.
You can't do half, my crew laughs at your rhubarb and custard verses. You rain down curses, but I'm waving your hearses driving
I just love
by.
this is
Streets
English
riding
rap.
High with the beats in the
Totally
sky.
different to American
Walls there,
rap.
Eyes glazed, garage burned down, the fire raged. For 40 days and in 40 ways.
Layers.
But through the blaze they see it fade. The sea of black, the beaming heat on their faces. Then a figure emerges from the wastage, eyes transfixed with a piercing gaze. One hand clutching his sword raised to the sky. They wonder how, they wonder why. The sky turns white, it all becomes clear. They felt lifted from their fears. They shed tears in the light after 6 dark years. Young bold soldiers.
Those rhymes
the fire burns, cracks and smoulders.
absolutely superb.
5 years older and wiser. The fires are burning on fire, never tire. Slay
Even nearly
warriors in
20
the
years
forest
later,
and on
this
high.
song
We sing,
is
hear
just
the strings
kicking ass.
rising.
The
war's
strings
over,
rising.
bells
I
ring.
love the way he says the
Memories
strings
fading,
rising and the
soldiers
strings
slain.
rise.
Looks like geezers raving. The hazy fog over the bull ring. The lazy ways the birds sing. A new baby's born every day. Few men may be scorned today.
Those
Look
songs.
at things the other way, cause it may well be
Graph's
your final
Epic
day.
is about making you
And then the
naturally
crowds
want to
roar,
lift your
they
arms.
slay, they all say, I produce this using only my bare wit. Give me a jungle, a garage beat, and admit defeat. Use war and past injuries, my metaphor is simile. Get all applications into me before the deadline. Cause it's a fine line between strife for crimes and a life for crime. But you will reach
Those
the
words.
day, and it's all mine. You can take it or leave it. I shake and reveal stage tricks like Jimi Hendrix. In the afterlife, gladiators meet their maker. Float through the wheat fields and lakes of blue water to the next life from the fortress. Away from the knives and slaughter to their wives and daughters. Once more before the Lord judges over all of us. It's in this place you'll see me. Brace yourself, cause this goes deep. I'll show you the secrets, the sky and the birds. Actions speak louder than words. Stand by me, my apprentice. Be brave. Clench fists.
And then we're straight into the next song. Now, bear in mind, a younger Mercurial number 6 driving around listening to that song again and again and again. It just rises and rises. That moment where he says about the strings and the strings just come in fuller. And it's like a manifesto. Yeah, apparently he'd watched Gladiator, so he had elements of that film in his mind. But it's kind of this rallying war cry to a generation. And oh, those words. Let me just bring up the words a minute. That's it. Turn the page on the day, walk away. Because there's sense in what I say. I just love the fact that this guy is just sitting in his bedroom writing this stuff out. And that's the beauty of music as opposed to poetry. Because these words on the page, spoken, are still strong. But when you set it to music, you have the ability to choose how that person perceives what you're saying. It's not them reading it in their mind. You're saying it to them. And like he says here, he's spitting them. I'm 45th generation Roman, like that. But I don't know them or care when I'm spitting. So return to your sitting position and listen. It's fitting that I'm miles ahead and they chase me. I used to hear this when I was driving around in my car and I thought, do you know what, Mike? You are miles ahead. And they are chasing you because when it's one of those things, when something comes out and it sounds fresh and vital and new, yeah, years down the line you hear it and you think, oh, it's some samples and some bloke rapping over the top. But when this one came out, it was like revitalising. People were listening to whatever it was back in 2002, I can't remember, The Strokes or whatever, and then this came out. And I think even if you're a rap fan, the American rap fans would have heard this and thought, wow, that's different. I'm miles ahead and they chase me. Show your face on TV, then we'll see. You can't do half. My crew laughs at your rhubarb and custard verses. You rain down curses, but I'm waving your hearses driving by. And what you got to remember is when he says something like one hand clutching his sword raised to the sky, it's the music behind it swelling and building. Like I said before, that's the difference between just sheer poetry, reading Dylan's words on the page, and hearing Dylan's words as sung by Dylan. It's choosing how you want to put them across. Read All Along the Watchtower. Listen to Jimi Hendrix tell you about All Along the Watchtower. In fact, there's a Hendrix line here somewhere. It's a great line. Get all applications into me before the deadline, because it's a fine line between strifeful crimes and a life of crime, but you will reach the day, and it's all mine. You can take it or leave it. I shake and reveal stage tricks like Jimi Hendrix. In the afterlife, gladiators meet their maker, float through the wheat fields and lakes of blue water to the next life, from the fortress, away from the knives and slaughter to the wives and daughters. Once more before the Lord judges over all of us. It's in this place you'll see me. Brace yourself, because this goes deep. I'll show you the secret. secrets, the sky and the birds. Actions speak louder than words. Stand by me, my apprentice. Be brave and clench fists. Those stand by. I used to listen to this in the car, driving innocuously to the shop or whatever. And you get actions speak louder than words. Stand by me, my apprentice. Be brave, clench fists. I was like, hands in the air, off the steering wheel. I'm all in. I'm all in. Right, just before we go, let me just change the setting on the webcam so it focuses. Hold on. What delight have I got for you today? That's what you're thinking. Ready for this one? Which one have I chosen? Oh, this is the most subtle one of them all so far, okay? This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a Bee Gees greatest hits album. Ready? You have to use your eyes for this one. It's very, very subtle. Can you see that? Thank you, my Mercurial mercenaries. Till next time, over and